New episode of Tezalovic as we are in the 890s now. And which means it's almost 100 years since Bosnia has existed as an independent entity, which has grew to a pretty significant kingdom, some of which expanded by the remaining pagans that we will eventually get rid of. But I have other things in the agenda. There's something I desire, and this may be an unusual target, but we have to fight against the Byzantine Empire one more time eventually, but it's for territory reasons, not for religious reasons. And it's that enclave of Rogia there, which was also known as Ragusa. It was also known in Serbo-Croatian as Dubrovnik. I want that place because it's a merchant republic, although we can't vassalize it, but what we can do is fight a de jure claim war on that piece of territory, which means it will go to my control, and whoever is the mayor of that area, I will make him, which will turn into a republic, not merchant republic. Put some money into that, which it needs 200 gold to create a merchant republic. It don't cost no piety, just only gold. So that's for now. But most importantly, in case you didn't see the previous episode, Helen, formerly known as Goislava, the queen formerly known as Goislava, she is Helen the Wise, as she is a recent convert of the Catholic faith, which is a very fragile faith because of its very low moral authority, and it's largely due to losing holy wars, temples looted, some of which was on our part, and I apologize for that. And some of the rulers led astray, which they've either converted to the heretical faiths or even orthodoxy, especially over at the Holy Roman Empire. And it's almost 1 decade later, the Crusades era will begin, but I fear that for all these heresies, again, it's the Cathars of England are the strongest. Well, over there in Italy, they're about that strong, because they still got their event spawn troops. And I fear they may threaten the lands of the papacy if they were to continue their expanded conquests. But there's nothing we could do about it right now. And another reason why I want Ragusa. It's a merchant republic, which means if they got ships, they can provide a lot more ships than any of our coastal counties can. Because currently we have no ships. And if we were to go on a future crusade, I would like it to be against England. Because that place is the reason why they lost so many holy wars. The Irish and the Picts failed to stop them. We could do something about it. By we mean Bosnia and Bulgaria together. And speaking of together, we should get together. We need to arrange a betrothal. You got any foreskin? I got my Vertislav. Best you have an attractive one. He'll say no because... Oh, right. Vertislav Vukic has food poisoning. Because some fortune teller told him, bad luck is going to happen to you in your life. And that fortune teller, whoever that was, told him that apparently he had food poisoning. But this is going to stop me from introducing the heir to the realm. So I invited my vassals to partake in formal introduction of my heir, Vertislav. You will have to exchange many pleasantries and act in a very formal way, something that might be tiresome for someone as young as him. However, I have full confidence that he will not disappoint me. They will be here soon, so get ready. And stop vomiting, will you? And my newborn son, who was born 4 months ago. This is Milovan Pukovarisic, named after Pukovaras, who is Lithuanian, mind you, and a steward, and a commander. Not to mention my husband, and since he's a new child, I think we should organize a sumptuous baptism. I'm a powerful and influential queen. I should make sure that Milovan's birth is accompanied by the most lavish of ceremonies. This is just for demonstration. My oldest son is too old to have a baptism. It's only for the very young to have a baptism. Milovan should be baptized as soon as possible so that his place in heaven can be ensured. Given that he is a courtier of Bosnia, I'll make sure that the rite celebrating his coming into this world as a Catholic is as grandiose as possible. Oh my goodness, that much money? Listen, Your Holiness, you've been good to me, but I think a regular baptism will do. So, sorry. Byzantine Empire is Catholic. What has this world coming to? Holy Roman Empire is at times Orthodox, and now the Byzantine Empire is Catholic. His heir is County of Constantinople, but not to the Empire. They're voting for this man who is Orthodox. You know, imperial elective, which is something that us Bosnians do not understand. They're 11,000 strong, and they do have the money if they were to bring up the Varagnian Guard, if we were to go up against them. And plus, he's a genius. Maybe that's why he was elected, because of his smarts. Which I'm not fond of that. Think of what's missing. Look, all we need to do is have an alliance with Bulgaria, because 7,000 of this, we only have 5,000, but we're still trying to fill up the troops as we're still being badly. Plus the retinue, and not all of my vassal troops will be on board because there's still pagans around here. So let's just train the troops in our capital and see if we can get some warriors in. Catholic warriors, mind you. So very soon, Ragusa will be ours, one way or another. There's 3 people I can arrest. They're part of any plot. None against me, except for my niece, who is heir to Chieftain of Croatia. And you still gotta give us the money. And if we ever run out of money, we can still borrow money from the Jews, which we don't need to do that right now. Let's just build up our strength, prepare for one last war against the Byzantine Empire. To Queen Helen. It has come to our attention that you do not live up to the standards expected of our members. While we wish you no ill, we cannot allow you to proclaim yourself one of the champions of Rome. Signed, Hero Twistnik. I had a feeling it would come to this. So I leave the Champions of Perun Society, which I was a veteran. I had a great time, although they did like me for being all pious and everything, and a bit cruel here and there. So, you could say I've been blacklisted. So I'm out of the society. And I brought this man... oh wait, excuse me, this is the same message. Some happened at the same time. This Dalmatian here, I have a special assignment for him. Once we take, ooh, what's going on over there? Ah, perfect. And they're already winning. Was he already at one? No. But apparently they're already winning. Seems like they just beat it to it. Oh my goodness. Jerusalem is under the control of the Germanic faith. Man, that is something. Muslims aren't going to be too happy about it, and neither are the Christians. Or the Jews, for that matter, that somehow these guys, the Saxons, set sail and conquered all the lands that is pretty much a de jure kingdom of Jerusalem. So yeah, Jerusalem's gone pagan, but although they're still Sunni majority. And Antioch, one of the Orthodox holy sites, is under control of the Tengri pagans, which are also conquered by it. What did I tell you? What has this world coming to? Again, I've been blacklisted out of that warrior lodge, which I'm no longer a Slavic pagan, and I'm zealous, so I cannot join a society until 2 months later. Well, you could say the warrior lineage of the Tezalovic dynasty of Bosnia has come to an end. In 2 months, I will join the Benedictine order, Benedictine, which, again, I'm not a heretic, not excommunicated. I got 15 gold that I will spend it on, and I have a theology focus. I have all the good traits, so I think I'll be well suited for. I just thought of something. No, not this. There's a revolt. What for? Someone's claim? Tyranny. They're stronger, but they'll beat each other up. And also, this man's a giant. You are forgiven. Well, get ready for war, but first, let me join the monastic order. I went from warrior queen to God-fearing queen now. So, God's blessing upon thee, Queen Helen. We are delighted by your decision to join our ranks as a lay member, Queen. Together we shall strive for the betterment of ourselves and our fellow Catholics by following the rule of Saint Benedict. Go with God. Signed, Conversus Ermengol, who's a court chaplain of the Catalan Company. It is a great honor. There you go. So I do have some stewardship. I got diligent, temperate, charitable, patient, humble, zealous. 14 a month. So that's good. Very, very good. Glad I came prepared. Although this would lower my fertility, but I'm past childbearing age, so it doesn't matter anymore. So just do all these missions, whatever they tell you. But, as I said, I would like to live a more priestly life. But I am not hesitant to swing my sword a few more times against the Byzantines. Just wait a while. Just wait for our numbers to go up. Oh boy, what is this? You're not going to get out of me. I got plans for you. This one's from Sardinia and Corsica. Sardinia, Corsica. You're not at war, right? Oh, okay, that won't happen. Attacking, defending, it's a border dispute. Directly, prepared invasion. Oh, the Saxons are at it again. I recognize where they're from. Actually, no. Is my son better? He should be better from the food poison. Okay. So now, would you accept this marriage proposal? He'll say no because political concerns. Yipe. And plus I'm trying to sway him, so we could duke it out alone. Wait a minute, Bavaria? They're back and they're heretics. They're back again. Man, oh man. Things just could keep... Well, we do have a possibility for a holy war against them. But to me, that's just, you know... It's not my target, but it would help the moral authority. And stop the heretical expansions. And I forgot to show you. I'll keep it unpaused. These four saints here. Proxa's gone. Murdered. Oh, he's been assassinated. Okay. How about now? Will you accept Not sure about the age difference for that. Yeah, past childbearing age by the time he grows up. Well, who's the strongest vassal? That is of a Christian faith. Oh yes, your sister. How about now? He'll say yes. He's slightly less on political concerns. So yes, he's marrying a Bulgar later on. So right. We got it! So now we got Bulgaria in our pocket. Now, would you like to form an alliance? He'll say no. Political concerns, right? Tell you what. How about some money? Well, you do that, right? Money is key. Get ready for war. That land is ours. And depending on your situation, if it's against pagans, I will help you out. If it's anything else, I don't care. Incapable. Oh, really bad consumption. Which means, this man's about to be the next, basileus of the Byzantine Empire. Although he is brawny, but not as skilled as he is. Oh, hold on. Look real quick. Yes, he's bedridden. So -2. -2. I think we should wait a while. And plus, they're about to win this war, so... yeah, just wait a while. See if they elect their new, man in the throne. And of course, some of the vassals won't be happy, because you know how the Byzantine Empire is. So be patient. Don't rush it. I'm bringing Maria to the local monastery today. There she meets with many of my brothers and sisters doing penance who greet her politely. As we leave the monastery, my queen says, "Go with God." All those. Who's she? An Italian Orthodox. And has a pet rat. Odd. Yeah, there's an epidemic of consumption over there in the lands of the Byzantine Empire. And he got that disease and he's incapable at the moment. We don't know if he'll be better or he'll die. I was about to say, is there anyone we can banish and pick up a few gold here? Yeah. We got some. Just ordering you to get the heck out of here. And I don't know what to do with the rest of them. Don't want to do mass execution because that's beneath me now. They were just victims of we've raided. I would love for you to fight a holy war to grab all of Italy. Oh, most parts of Italy. Your neighbors there. Emperor's winning. Our friend, yes. Okay, he's all better now. And the rebels are winning. And he was in the middle of the Holy War, which has now gone back to 0. Just get more piety. I want to be a holy, God-fearing queen. And he's finished his education in diplomacy. Alright. Right, charismatic negotiator. He has sympathy for pagan religions because he was one of the children that was converted alongside with me during a big baptism. He's shrewd-minded, that's great. He's kind and he's patient. Also, with that long hair, with no facial hair, that's actually a good-looking man right there. A handsome son for once. With 19 diplomacy skill. People are gonna love him. Tell you what. Oh, and how about that? He's born on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas and happy birthday. I was about to say, is there something I could give him? I mean, yeah, you still have the concubine options, but it doesn't seem I can give concubines to him. It doesn't say that anymore. Maybe our faith doesn't allow that anymore. Well, we now wait for him to grow up. Marrying an attractive sister of yours. So yeah, I was able to groom an heir. And a handsome one at that. If only he had a groomed trait, people would be all over him. Strengthen the Catholic religion. Yes. That sounds appropriate. Because we needed to get it back to prominence, although it's slowly going to go up, but better way to do that is, well, we hope those in the West just we just hope one day there will be a crusade for England. And if they say Italy, I would not want that. My heart burns with fervor upon hearing the poor Catholic souls being oppressed in the realm of King Earnhardt the Liberator. God intended for all true believers to be free and decide their own fate. But if God is preoccupied with divine things, perhaps I should carry out the will of God. Go up against Bavaria? 4,000? I think the Byzantine plot can wait. Going up against 4,000 strong? On one of those left? Yes. I think we'll have a precursor of a crusade right now. You may call yourself a liberator, but yet you Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's a lawlord. Oh, Italy and Bavaria. If we get that, Italy might jump in. Are there any other out there? Brizet, aka Brittany, Waldesian, they won't join. England's predominantly Cathars, so they will not be part of that. So this could be our first chance to curb heresy for once. So Bosnia will be the one to start. So yes, religious liberation of Bavaria. So Kingdom of Bavaria will be liberated under a new Catholic ruler, and it will be my tributary. I will lose 100 piety for starting this, while he will lose 50 prestige. Again, that's when we win. It's not declared. It's when we win. The piety stuff is just more installing this realm. So we have to get all of this now. Let's do it. We fear that Italy, who also proclaim themselves to be liberators of the Italian people, which clearly he's a member of the Delaware Society. I noticed because he's a cannibal, impaler, and a hunchback. See, this is proof that heretics are not to be reasoned with. They don't serve God, they serve the devil. And this is a reason for war. We're almost at full strength, so that's good enough. And some will join in. And those who did not, I understand. You will be dealt with some other time. Don't call Bulgaria just yet. I think we can handle it ourselves. Croatia, Rashka, Ukraine, Dukla even. Yes, Slavic pagans would have to fight alongside with the Catholics. I don't think you're one for intrigue, but you'll be the spy master. Just scheme things, okay? I'm not gonna send you out to another country and get sick. I have way too much to lose. Don't forget, I'm a flanker, so I'll take the one with the most troops. Dresislav, the Slavic pagan, and Lithuanian, well, couldn't be considered shield maiden, just one of the last remaining shield maidens, while I, Helen the Wise, am the last shield maiden. I think Dukla joined in is because they're neighbors with Target. And making them a tributary state for Bosnia sounds good enough to me. Huh. Alright, you got humble. But I'm still not releasing it to you till they pay their... till they empty their pockets. Or their purses. Wherever they keep their cash. This should be an easy war. She's an excellent student. Here comes the heretics. Oh, they're losing the battle, but we're coming in. Wait a minute. Remind me to deal with you later. You're getting too big for a pagan country. What I'm going to do to you is revoke your titles eventually. Alright, we're in to save them. I think. Oh, we're defenders. Alright. I came in just in time. Wasn't sure who's who. The Order of God and... The Order and God cares much for souls for our members. We'd like to advise you go on a pilgrimage since you have not done so. I will go to the pilgrimage after this thing is over. The Lollard heresies in Vukovar. Horrible. One of our Bosnian bishops in battle have fallen. His death shall be avenged. I'm not sending my marshal to suppress a religious tension revolt in Vukovar. Let it happen, and we'll beat him up. If there's one thing I hate more than the Byzantine Empire, it's the heretics. Heretics are far worse than any infidel. False teachings from a heresy are worse than a foreign faith. Okay. Amenidius, our court champion, has been suggesting a few days now that as a Catholic ruler, I am no longer under every obligation to follow the other chieftains to determine how to divide my own lands once I die. He assures me that I'm well within my right to pass down my titles directly to my children. So you want me to implement Gavelkind? Well, the electors are saying yes, so... They're saying yes to my eldest son. No, we gotta keep the tradition. Hopefully, in my 50s, I would like to, more missionaries, yes. I would like to try to feudalize, then implement primogeniture in Bosnia. If we have to get rid of the heretics first. Well, both heretics and heathens. The remaining pagans that are still out there. The Slavonians are at it again. Okay, besiege this holding and we'll beat their army one more time. Meanwhile, in Vukovar, with that high of a revolt risk compared to anywhere else, man, they could blow up in any time. Could be a peasant revolt there, or a heretic uprising. An all-out uprising. Where are they headed? Okay, just wait for them to have their movement locked, and then we'll move in. Alright, Milutin, you take the center. Get down there. Although it's mountainous, so it's dangerous. Well, too late now. I was thinking about... Well, stop moving because they're about to... Well, we have the numbers. Paulician uprising. That's Orthodox heresy. Don't worry about them. That's their own damn fault for introducing Orthodoxy in Western Europe. Man, the 90s is going to be an interesting decade, as it's already been so far. We're just flexing our muscle in a religious liberation war, while soon afterwards, we're about to go into war against the Byzantine Empire for one piece of territory, and religion has nothing to do with it. Vologda. Where? That is way far. But I'll sign any non-aggression pact with anyone. I'm cool with anyone. Gonna cross the Danube and crush them. Heretics deserve no sympathy. We got too many troops. Oh, this is manageable. Book is finally composed on tribal warfare. Maddox, do you surrender now? No. Of course you don't believe in giving up. One day you will understand. On tribal warfare. This tome contains multiple chapters highlighting the many strengths of the tribal tactics of war. While educational, critics argue that it's a bit too detailed. It's quality 3 nonetheless. Morale damage and morale defense plus 10 and plus 1 martial. Good. That means we will fight even better. Okay, some are getting out of here. Just take one more holding and that's it. Supply minutes 10. My goodness, we are losing troops badly. Well, it's about to be spring soon, so winter will go away. The old former priestess of Srebrenica has passed. Now let's have a new bishop of Srebrenica. Introducing Vukasin. Half good, half sinful. He's alright in one's book. There. It's liberated. Schomberg, Bavaria. And led by King Hessel. Moral authority's gone down a bit. What are the reasons? Has Pope done something stupid with his piety? More rulers led astray. That's one of the reasons. I mean, the Lost Holy Wars, I mean, that's always been up there. Okay, let's get out of here. I live my life as other women do, navigating its rocks and obstacles, doing my best to achieve success in my endeavors. Still, everything we do takes place in the light of the Blessed Virgin, and must we take care lest the influence of Lucifer comes to our lives. I should ponder this more deeply. Who knows, maybe Helen could be a saint one day, or will be canonized a saint long after her death. I mean, it takes time for that whole process to, you know, work it out. We should be alright on the number of troops. And the revolt is over and the Byzantines are in a weak position, which we can take advantage of them. Just get back to Verbosna and we'll start another war. And we have the money to do so. We'll worry about the heresy a little later. Should they come up, we'll beat them out of it. They'll be like cockroaches. You just can't seem to get rid of them. Oh, what did you do? You're not married. Who's your lover? A bastard, a bastard. Well, that's your part of their life. I can't condemn you for that. Bulgaria's at war. Bulgarian, Scottish excommunication war. I guess the Queen must have done something really bad to piss off the Pope for her to be excommunicated. Well, I would have very much liked to have Bulgaria to help us out on our next war, which we're about to start right now. He has a blind wife who is a genius and out of patience. If there's a better time to strike this one, we have to strike now. He's a very bad military leader and he's uncrowned as he's, you know, Catholic. Not crowned by the Pope yet. If he stays being uncrowned, then that's too bad for him. I think it's about time to fight a de jure claim of Raugia, which I will gain the grand city of Raugia / Ragusa / Dubrovnik. And yes, I will call Bulgaria into this war, even if they're not coming directly, because you're the one who's declared an excommunication war against them, and I'm sure you're not the only one. And you're saying no is because we're fighting against a fellow Catholic, which I can understand. While some others were just... Hey, you're coming in, right? That whole excommunication business up there? Oh, she's got 2,000. Maybe I can help her lift the excommunication. Nope. Because the Pope says, she's cynical and wrathful, and has a bit of base reluctance about lifting excommunication on other people. Hey, let's have her assassinated. That's one way to end it quickly, so Bulgaria can actually help us out. Give me a moment. Alright, let the wars of the 890s continues. You're in prison? By who? Holy Roman Vault. Different case. Also, as for that assassination of this Queen of Pictland, rather than Scotland, yes, even a spy master's on board, which he has a very, very high plot power. Bulgaria is with us. And very, very soon, you are going to turn these ships around. And you're going to help us out on defeating our ancient enemy. Move in. Dukla will lead the siege for this area. Although it is a de jure part of Dukla, but I actually want it to retain semi-independence. I don't want it to be part of Dukla. So that place was taken easy. Alright, she will die by poisoned wine on the upcoming banquet. A classic one. I've already been a known murderer, so who cares if I get exposed again. The more I think about the Great Conversion, the more doubt gnaws at my mind. Emperor Alderic's priest put up a nice spectacle, but even after converting my entire realm, there was no miracle, no divine revelation to reward my accomplishment. The peasants still toil in the fields, the chieftains still squabble amongst themselves. I must not waver. A sign will come. Yes, there will be a sign on the patient one. Success. Seems the wine did not agree with Queen Brethok, second of Pictland. She died not knowing the name of her killer. I think I will celebrate with beer, because I'm drunkard, you say? Ha ha ha. Excommunicated too? No? Well, what are you doing with that nonsense? Stop that. She's dead. See? They called it off already. Now come over here, turn these ships around, and get down here and fight the Byzantines. Fight the Eastern Romans. Uh-oh. Tyranny? Yep. 10 great pagans are at it again. They refuse to have their titles revoked. The blood of Vladislav Tezalovic flows through my veins. Since the days he walked the earth, we have abandoned our own Slavic faith. I do see the merit in ways that help shape such a legend. No, the ways of old belong in the past. I am Helen, not Goislav. Must I remind again that I am Helen of Bosnia? And we will defeat our ancient enemy one last time to get this piece of land, and we'll create a new merchant republic there. Alright, we got reinforcements to bolster up this siege. The Bulgarians got their own problems, but I think we're confident enough to handle it ourselves. We have some of the best trained troops that Bosnia has to offer. Okay, you're getting way too much on the gathering there. That's a good enough number of troops, don't you think? So put me on the flank. You can be in the center. And we have to find the main Byzantine army and defeat them at least once in a battle, if we want to get the battle war score in here. Because one isn't going to be enough. You need to score a big one. I'm not interested in any betrothal offers at this time. But we're still looting money after we take these holdings. Tengri uprising. Gee. Soon we'll have a Lallard uprising. Which is our chance to get the Catholic moral authority up a bit more. Because the one thing I know, especially from that one Lallard ruler from Italy, even if he's a member of the Devil Worshipping Society, it just represents how sick and twisted they are. That's justification of why they should be crushed. The reason why I say things like that is because I'm zealous. It is Bosnia and Bulgaria is the one that's going to restore the Catholic faith. We're going to be the big contributors. But we're not fighting a holy war right now. This is a little, well, expansion for our realm. And then we'll start to root out the heretics and heathens in our realm. While this Merchant Republic will be more established under us, because it seems the Byzantines have kind of left it neglected. More so when we raided like 100 times for 100 years. Where's your moral authority? Oh, it's gone up a little. I'm sure somebody negative percentages are probably expiring over the days. Especially with our recent religious liberation war. You're humble too. Okay, why are you voting for him? Wait. Oh no, he's Catholic, I just wanted to say. Well, he is attractive and brawny. Brawny. He just came of age, so I guess they want a strong man. And he's got pretty good diplomacy skill. But unfortunately, he's slothful. Sviatoslavic. Who was your father? Vonian Catholic. Okay. I'm sure votes are still going to be switching back and forth still. I'm not entirely convinced. And whoever is next king of Bosnia is the least of my worries right now. I mean, yes, I'm still implementing elective Gavelkind, but hopefully in my 50s I will adopt feudalism and I will switch to primogeniture. Rebellion's over. Who is... He's still the emperor. He's got a Waldesian revolt. There's a holy war from the Shia Muslims, which they originate from Africa. And worse, it's those guys. They're having a Waldesian religious liberation. Because 2 counties used to be part of Brittany, but now they want some of that back. I guess they could take that area. I'm no longer humble. We'll get it back as the progress of the monastic order continues. Cavalry needs to do more. Don't you know we have thousands of light cavalry? Thousands, so just over 1,000. Alright, head down there now. This war can't end until we fight a big, decent-sized Byzantine army at least once, and that's that. Oh boy. Well, good luck, Bulgaria. Hope you got some talented commanders on your end. And you do have the mountains advantage. What on earth is... a Republic of Thrace? The Republic of Thrace. It's not a merchant republic, but it's a republic. I'm sure they aren't that too happy about this. Which means the rebellion's over, so any force we see are now Byzantine army loyalists. And Bulgaria's winning. My God, they did it. I knew we could count on the Bulgars. Guess you're gonna be one for intrigue. Thank you very much. We owe Bulgaria that one. Dubrovnik is ours. Return home. But remember, there's no trouble holding, but I have plans for it. Is the Dalmatian man still here? The one I invited earlier. What was his name? Roscoe. Here you are. You may not like me, and plus you're iconoclast, but I got a present for you. You, say something about Grand City, right? Alright, now you're the Lord Mayor. And, there's only one claimant, which was the previous ruler. I can't create it because you have to be a republic, which is unplayable, by the way. Republic, not merchant republic, but republic. Cost 200 gold, no piety, that's what it requires, so... let's give him some money as we will return home. Just give him lots and lots of money. It'll be easier to do with this. Just lots of money. Let me skip a bit of time here. Okay, that should be enough money. And I told him to demand to convert to Catholicism. Just to up the moral authority a little. You know, rulers converted sort of thing. Alright, there you go. Now please create your merchant republic right now. And take it easy on the seduction, will you? Don't seduce me. I'm too old for you. Don't be shy. Okay. Now send a retinue to Slavonia because we're planning on revoking that title and he's going to say no. Well, meanwhile, if you haven't made up your mind, maybe I'll give you some more money. Just give it another minute. Oops, don't mind that. Okay, now we've gave him all that money. Pomerania. Wouldn't want that. Alright. Republic of Ragusa has been recreated. Ran by Rector Roscoe Vinciola. And now we have new patrician houses. Patrician of Bonda. A patrician of Bocigno. Duchy of Venezia. And patrician of Favalio. Wow. For once I'm just gonna say this, and this is coming from Primo. I didn't think Dalmatian people would look that pretty. So there you go. Now it's the Republic of Ragusa. So have fun with it. And also the reason for that is why create a merchant republic vassal? Some of you wonder. They'll pay more taxes to us, even though their infrastructure is kind of, in the neglect currently because, one, new administration, and two, it's been recently conquered, so give it a year and it'll run like normal. But it would take another 2 decades for it to fully function. Plus, we'd need their ships. They may not have the city shipyard, but we can build an arsenal, which would take a long time to finish. So this small collection of shipyards and armies centering around the docks of the Republic's capital. This is Dubrovnik/Ragusa. It'll be finished by December 27th of 897. I can't send my steward to build it faster because I don't control that. That's not in my domain. So we must keep this republic existing because I don't want other vassals like it, wish to take it over. Huh. What happened? He got assassinated? Oh, poor health. Well, he had it for about 1 month. 1 month later, he died of poor health. And now, new election from House Venetia. We're all Dalmatians now. We've repopulated the Dalmatian people there. And since that old house we just built was extinct, so now it's Cataro. New Dalmatian house. And this one that we just sold, well, he didn't have any air. Man, what are the odds? 1 month in, he's already dead. Have we waited longer, or had he waited longer, the Republic would have been born slightly a bit longer. So come in. Also, having abdominal pains and all these blasted wars. And worse is that the heretic is winning. But the moral authority, it's going up a bit, but it's not an improvement. But we'll keep trying. Just keep the faith. That's all I gotta tell you. Just keep the faith. That's all you need to know. Well, it's going down a little with the revolt risk. While meanwhile, we'll deal with this man here who's been severely injured. And he's craven and he's zealous, which is good reason of why you're still stubbornly pagan and you're conquering all those areas that I do not want. So I think it's about time for you to go. He will say no. The other Slavic vassals will object. So be it. Raise the troops. It's about to go down. Remember, it's just 2,000 of them, and we already have positioned their capital. As if the territorial defense just moved in, and we're watching over you, waiting for you to pull off the next stupid move, and there it is! Foul infidel Helen, it calls me. It's not just Slavonia, it's Dukla, it's Ostrogon. Yes, Slavonia, Dukla, and Ostrogon are against me. Call the vassals. It's another civil war right on Bosnia's doorstep. All of you are going to be arrested for this. Great news. Quick, save them. Just get together. Duclean ruler is over there. Rashka's going for Zeta, while our retinue will be in Zagreb, and Croatia will be around that area as well. After when this whole thing is over, I will finally go to a pilgrimage. Humility is the one way to go. And our newly established vulnerable merchant republic's under attack. Head up to Varazdin as they're taking Grisvich. As we said before, we have our own merchant republic. Maybe we should make room for a prince bishop. Build a church, install a prince bishopric in our area so we can have our alternate means of baptizing and crowning once feudal. So it's time to go into hiding. I need seclusion. I need peace from all this chaos around me. I have gained newfound respect for the hermits of old. My time spent fasting and praying in seclusion has done me good. God has helped me strengthen my mind. Well, it's time to cut down on the beer, because I need some personal comments going. Stewardship. I'm no longer that drunken party girl. I'm no longer a warrior, I'm not a party girl, I just want to be a God-fearing woman. As I'm spending a pleasant moment with a attractive cook, the wretched child Mate Needleslav comes upon us and promptly starts telling me about morals. Morals? What are you talking about, morals? I'll catch the brat and give him a good knighting. The pig-headed mule went around and told everyone lies about me. As a child's revenge, deserved the beating I gave him. Curses! Menace thinks that spreading the word about the recent conversion of other Catholic girls will be able to significantly increase the prosperity of Verbosna. Hey, how about some more traders, huh? We're all about the economy these days. I mean, we're helping the Merchant Republic get them all started. Oh dear. Well, Ostragon is right there. And the other members of the Bosnian Revolt. You may want to come up here. And should a decisive battle occur, I'll be there. Actually, get to Donya Krai, and we'll hit him in a pincer movement. Those pagans think I'm public enemy #1 because of all this. If they want to think like that, so be it. It's a wonder how you're still part of the Warrior Lodge. Maybe it's because you're not zealous. They could care less about whose faith you are as long as you're not zealous to one's faith. That's the reason why I was kicked out of it. And I didn't mind one bit. Have no regrets. And we're going to have no regrets with this next battle in Zagreb. Combined forces, crushing the pagan rebels. While riding ahead with my personal guard, I suddenly found ourselves isolated on the battlefield and surrounded by enemy soldiers. A violent melee ensued, but I gave a good account of myself and managed to return the main body of my army in time to lead it to victory. Songs will be sung of this day. Helen the Wise of Bosnia. Let's move up there. Always put me on the flank because I have the flanker battlefield trait. Oh, you're finally marrying her. Alright. It's just to confirm our continued alliance with Bulgaria. Which we don't need Bulgaria's help during this affair. The Duklians. Just one trouble holding. Okay, assault that, then go. Be locked in 5 days. Okay, move down. And then head this way. There's a rumor about an artist in the vicinity that creates most of magnificent landscape paintings with features of human nature. I need to have one of those in my possession. And hooray, I ranked up in the monastic order without doing anything. Let's finish this war. Votes are switching again. Oh, those guys. Stop them. No betrothal offers with Orthodox. That's a general rule for all business. Got a personal unveiling of a painting I commissioned for. The artist truly did a remarkable job here. This should be on display for all my prominent guests. Magnificent painting, which it just ups the prestige. It's not a painting of me, so don't get egotistical. So let's just take this, take Dubrovnik back, then Sage Zeta. We could have done with the rest, but... I was thinking about possibly splitting the forces, but I think that risk is a bit too great, in my opinion. One would hope this war will be over by Christmas. We'll assault that holding because it has a very weak defense, Dubrovnik has. Took it without a loss. I have just received news that Emperor Alderic, the man who helped me spread with the new fifth cross my realm, has died. Without his assistance, I am not sure I would have been able to tame the tribes of Bosnia and drag them in the Catholic faith. He walks with God now. He's no saint, but a good man he was. Well, we'll continue on with his legacy, which peaceful means have failed, so unfortunately violence is the only way to stop the pagans. And then we'll eventually deal with the heretics. Do you surrender now? Sometimes they surrender at 99. No! Well, that's unfortunate of you. With the Holy Roman Emperor now dead, is it ran by an Orthodox man now? No, Catholic. But their next one they're voting for is Orthodox. Oh, now they're calling for a surrender. Excellent. And you've called into a war, but you've already sent a message. Wait! Peace! No! Unacceptable. You're not going to get away with that easy. Maybe we haven't occupied enough. Maybe that's why we haven't beaten them fully. So it seems that Slavonia's made some friends. That's more shape than slaughter. Now the war scores at 100%. See? You do it on my terms, not yours. So, this ruler's gone to prison, I would just revoke only for Slavonia. The other titles that he holds, he can get out of there. I could give him independence because I don't want to deal with that anymore. It's not the place I'm willing to die for. And we arrested the others too. That means we got all the pagans. Good. Good. So, again, situation with the world. The moral authority for the Catholic faith is slowly returning as some of the Lost Holy Wars thing is going down because it's expiring. Some of the heretic rebels are crushed. There's even a theological debate that won. I'm glad to see that. And some of the realms been converted. Not to mention, there are many more places. I mean, we can't deal with Italy because we're not bordered with them to start Holy War. Sometimes I wish the papacy would do that. By the way, Brittany. They've lost the war. Good. So these guys are still Catholic for now. The silent one, they call them. So they're now dealing with another one, which the Emperor will soon win. They will beat him back and hopefully go down to Spain. But again, I could care less about Muslims. Heretics are the more important one. What the hell's happening up there? Oh, that's their business. Don't mind that. Well, it's been a very interesting episode of how we progressed. So we went from the warrior shield maiden queen to a God-fearing queen, which on the next episode I will go on a pilgrimage and I will dedicate more time to the monastic order, and we'll deal with land distribution of the former pagan lands and deal with whatever heresy that may pop up in our realm. So we'll see you next time on the next episode. Until then, so long for now.